Well, there has been a lot said about conditions in the Cuyahoga County Jail. An investigation by the U.S. Marshals Service confirmed that many of the complaints are true. But it's difficult to gauge exactly what is going on inside unless you've been there. Paul Orlowski found a man who's been there, as well as the conditions he's reported on at that jail for more than 15 years.
You got mold on the trays, you got mouses, you got bugs.
A lot of what James Barker describes we have heard and seen before. In fact, I looked up a story from 2002 and many of the same conditions existed then. But the way he spent 270 days locked up in a filthy jail for a crime he was acquitted of are as appalling as the conditions he had to live in. He was accused of rape by a homeless woman who he took in and who he says he took to various social service agencies for help. There was no doubt that the woman spent parts of 5 days here at Barker's apartment. But at trial, it was shown that she had conflicting stories and also that during the stay she had complete access to her cell phone. In short, her stay here was no nightmare. His had just begun.
I had weighed 190-something pounds when I come in here. When I left to go to Lorraine, I weighed 174 pounds.
Food and vermin complaints may be fixable. Meet Jennifer Murphy. Her husband is in jail and says since the Marshals' investigation, things have gotten somewhat better, only somewhat better.
They're still not, keeping up with sanitation, making the inmate, there's a lot of inmates that aren't showering and taking care of themselves.
Meantime, back to Barker, who says 60 people use one shower, and he's seen inmates have a seizure and no one respond for far longer than it should take. He says he feared guards, especially the Special Response Team's members.
How'd they treat you?
Not too good. As far as the SRTs coming in there and
Special Response.
Right, beating people down for no reason.
17 years ago, I pointed out inmates eating, washing up, and even using toilet facilities with a room full of others watching. Decide for yourself and study the Marshals report. Clearly, not a lot has changed. Getting answers? Paul Orlowski, Cleveland 19.
While he was acquitted of rape, the rape allegation, Barker was found guilty of tampering with evidence. Apparently, he threw away a mattress that he says had bed bugs after the woman's visit. Prosecutors said it was evidence.